4 people have been sentenced to death on the charge of enmity against God in connection with the recent anti-government protests in Iran. Revolutionary courts in Tehran said one of the unnamed rioters hit and killed a policeman with his car, the judiciary's Mizan news agency said. The second possessed a knife and a gun, and the third blocked traffic and caused terror, it alleged. The fourth was convicted of a knife attack, Mizan reported late on Tuesday. Human rights activists condemned the death sentences, which brought the total to 5 since Sunday, saying they were the results of unfair trials. Protesters don't have access to lawyers in the interrogation phase, they are subjected to physical and mental torture to give false confessions, and sentenced based on the confessions, the director of Norway-based Iran Human Rights, Mahmoud Amiri Moghaddam, told AFP news agency. At least 348 protesters have been killed and 15,900 others arrested in a crackdown by security forces on what Iran's leaders have portrayed as foreign-backed riots, according to the human rights activists' news agency HRANA, which is also based outside the country. At least 15 detainees are believed to be facing security-related charges that are punishable by death under Iran's Sharia-based legal system, including enmity against God and corruption on earth. The women-led protests against clerical rule erupted after the death in custody 3 months ago of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old woman who was detained by morality police for allegedly breaking the strict rules on hijab. The judiciary's announcements came after 7 people were reportedly killed amid a fresh wave of unrest that began on Tuesday. Activists called for 3 days of demonstrations and strikes to commemorate Bloody November, a reference to the deadly crackdown on the last major wave of protests that began on November 15, when many Iranians reacted angrily to a sudden increase in fuel prices. Videos posted on social media on Tuesday showed crowds in Tehran and other major cities chanting slogans against the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, including "Death to the Dictator." At a metro station in the capital, protesters set fire to a headscarf on a platform as a crowd shouted that Ayatollah Khamenei will be toppled. Another video from a metro station appeared to show officers beating people inside a train carriage, while in a third, people were seen running and falling over as security forces allegedly opened fire. On Wednesday, Kurdish human rights group Hengo reported that a male protester was shot and killed by security forces in the northwestern city of Kamiran, in Mahsa Amini's home province of Kurdistan. He had been standing near the house of another man who was killed by direct fire from security forces on Tuesday, it said. Another 2 men were also killed in the nearby city of Sanandaj, it added. Hengo, which is based in Norway, also said that protesters seized control of the city of Buchan, in neighboring West Azerbaijan province, on Tuesday night. State media reported on Wednesday that rioters shot dead 2 members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC), including a colonel, in Buchan and Kamiran. They also said that a cleric who was a member of the paramilitary Basij resistance force, which is controlled by the IRGC, died after being hit by a Molotov cocktail in the southern city of Shiraz. State media have so far reported the deaths of 38 security personnel since the protests began. HRANA has put the toll at 43.